Round of applause for the class of 2013. Please remain standing for the colors. The presentation of the colors will be presented by Albuquerque High's Junior ROTC, and the national anthem will be sung by Hannah Dowdy Sue. Please remain standing until the colors have left the floor. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to take some time to introduce our platform guests. So please stand and be recognized. Marty Esquivel, President of the Albuquerque School Board of Education. Lorenzo Garcia, member of the Albuquerque School Board of Education. Mr. Winston Brooks, Superintendent of the Albuquerque Public Schools. Mr. Eddie Soto, Associate Superintendent of Albuquerque Public Schools. Ms. Carla Green, Assistant Principal at Albuquerque High. Mr. Cesar Hernandez, Assistant Principal at Albuquerque High. Mr. Herbert Stanley, Assistant Principal at Albuquerque High. Mr. Doug Dorme, who could not be with us tonight, our Athletic Director. Myself, Yvette Jaramillo Barnwell, Activities Director at Albuquerque High. Our top dog of Albuquerque High, Mr. Tim McCorkle. Jessica Martinez, honored graduate. Stephanie Dunn, honored graduate. Carissa Colbrith, honored graduate. Our valedictorian, Timothy Chavez. Our salutatorian, Dana Payne. Our AHS Student Body President, Jessica DeBusk. And our senior class president of 2013, Jovina Domingo. Also to my right, we have some distinguished guests. Please stand. From around the feeder schools. See if I could get this right. Dolores Gonzalez, Dora Ortiz. Isan Jose, Steve Tognoni. Eugene Field, Amy Leggett. Lou Wallace, Joe Peters. Longfellow, Evelyn Fernandez. Lowell, Manuel Alzaga. Monte Vista, Leith Page. Montezuma, Dr. Deb DeTore. Reginald Chavez, Loretta Huerta. And Zia Elementary, Greg McMahon. We also have our feeder school, our middle school principals. If you could please stand so that we can acknowledge you as well. Thank you for coming tonight. I now have the honor today of introducing to you the class of 2013, 3 distinguished Albuquerque High School alumni. These honorees know the pride and tradition that go along with diplomas, and you will receive today from the oldest and certainly the proudest high school in the state of New Mexico. We introduce these alumni to you because after high school, they went on to become productive citizens in our community. We offer them to you as role models. I am quite certain that 10, 15, 20 years from now, some of you from the class of 2013 will be sitting on the graduation stage and be introduced as a distinguished graduate of Albuquerque High School. Our first honored graduate this evening went to St. Mary's before enrolling at Albuquerque High. While at AHS, she was a cheerleader for all 4 years and was a member of the National Cheer Championship and International Cheer Championship team of 1989. She was also president of the Staters Club, vice president of the Hispanic Student Association, and member of the Homecoming Court. Upon graduation, she attended UNM, attaining her bachelor's degree in English in 1998. She went on to earn her master's degree in multicultural special education for UNM in 2005. She immediately returned to her alma mater as a special education teacher and also continued as cheerleading coach, a job she previously held from 1991 to 1995. Her squads have won co-ed cheer many times in the state competition, including state championships in 2004 and 2010. Sadly, and she will be missed, she resigned this position and will be greatly missed by all of us. She was also very much involved in establishing the Freshman Academy at AHS. She is here this evening with her husband Brandon and her son AJ. Ladies and gentlemen, from the class of 1990, Miss Jessica Santesteban Martinez. Our second honor graduate went to Zia Elementary and Jefferson Middle School before enrolling at AHS. While at AHS, she was a member of the National Honor Society, part of the newspaper staff, played soccer, and was a student trainer for the athletic program. She graduated in the top 10% of her class, receiving a presidential scholarship to UNM. Following her father's footsteps, she decided to become a teacher and graduated from UNM with a degree in health education. Upon graduation, she taught high school health for 4 years before finally getting a chance to return to teach at her alma mater. She was a very successful health teacher at AHS, to which many of you seniors can attribute, but was asked to become the Smaller Learning Communities leader in 2009, coordinating all the academies at AHS, which is her present title. She added the responsibility of the AVID site coordinator to her duties this year. She is presently working on her educational leadership degree. She is here tonight with her husband, BJ, and her 3 daughters, Gabriela, Amelia, and Elena. Ladies and gentlemen, from the class of 1993, Miss Stephanie Dunn. Our third honored graduate went to Wilson Middle School before enrolling in AHS. While at AHS, she was a member of the BSU, Science Club, MESA, and the basketball team. Upon graduation, she attended Fisk University in Nashville and then completed her doctoral work at Vanderbilt University in microbiology and immunology. Following her interest to connect basic science and clinical practice, she pursued a fellowship in medical and public health, microbiology at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. She is board certified by the American Board of Medical Microbiology and is currently the Scientific Director of Infectious Disease at Tricor Reference Laboratories and Assistant Professor of Pathology at University of New Mexico Health Sciences Center. In addition to her professional pursuits, she is active in her community, participating in HIV/AIDS awareness programs, youth mentoring, and community outreach. Her husband Mike and daughter Michaela are both present here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, from the class of 1999, Dr. Carissa Culbreth. Thank you to all three of our honored guests, and they should be something that you aspire to as you go out into the world. Let's give another round of applause to our honored guests. And now, class of 2013, I'd like to present to you a farewell speech from your valedictorian, Timothy Chavez.
I'm like too tall for this. Okay, all right, let's go with that. 3 years ago, I was sitting in the band while Erin Malden gave her valedictorian speech. She passed her graduation robe down to her brother Ian, who was valedictorian last year. Next, that same robe was handed down to me, and now I stand here tonight in the same spot as both of them. I was thinking about that unlikely connection this week, and I kept asking myself, why me? What will I even say? But then I realized how selfish that thinking was. Instead, I should have been asking, why should I talk about myself when there are 200 others who aren't? What would you say? So I made a request of the AHS faculty. I sent an email out to all the teachers requesting that they send in recognitions of the achievements that the seniors have made. Now, the response I received from the teachers is too much for me to include in this speech. But I am compiling a list that I will make available to all of you on the AHS website. But here are some of the outstanding 2013 graduates. Matt Lawrence, Maggie McGovney, and Chelsea Otterness were selected as APS Selfless Seniors by the APS Education Foundation. Hold your applause. Thank you. Itzel Valencia has been chosen to participate in the Smithsonian Young Ambassador Program, and only 24 students are chosen on a national level. She will attend a week of training in Washington, D.C. this summer, and then will intern at Explora. Michael Montoya took first place in the Show Your No contest, which was hosted by 97.3 FM and the New Mexico Health Coalition. He created a video which is going to be used for the anti-smoking campaign geared towards teenage smoking. Nisa Anaya will be graduating in 3 years and will go to Army basic training after graduating, and then will attend UNM or NMSU College ROTC. Samuel Morales endured problems at home and graduated with a 3.0 GPA, and at the same time was working to help support his family. Lorenzo Sanchez has taken 9 math classes over the past 4 years, including courses at UNM. Mia Coleman is about to publish her first novel. And lastly, Haley Peters persevered through excessive absences in a challenging family situation to graduate on time and remain motivated for college. I want you all to understand that I could have read off several semi-famous quotes or tried to aimlessly reflect on the past 4 years, but I think it's time for us to be different. That's what I wanted to do up here. The graduates I mentioned are those that have broken the mold, so to speak. These are students that have gone beyond what our culture expects from a teenager, and I'm honored to have the opportunity to share some of their accomplishments with you. Now is not the time to look around at our culture and imitate those around us. It's time we started going beyond what is expected of us and being a light. Personally, I have been challenged to be different in my circumstances, not by being ashamed of my faith in my Savior, Jesus Christ. Family, friends, administration, this challenge extends to you as well, and I must pause now to thank you for supporting these graduates not only in their academics, but in their passions, what makes them unique. So, class of 2013, I dare you, break the mold. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Timothy. And now to introduce our big dog, the principal, Jessica DeBusk, our student body president from 2013.
Good evening. My name is Jessica DeBusk. I'm the 2012-2013 student body president. First, I'd like to thank you guys for letting me serve in this position over the past year. Tonight, I have the privilege of introducing AHS's top dog. But first, I would like to give you a couple of unknown facts about him. He really does bleed green. He is AHS's biggest cheerleader. When you need him, he is always available, but can usually be found in the culinary arts classroom. Most of all, he makes sure that wherever we go, we are known as Bulldogs forever before we are known by our first names. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce our principal, Mr. Tim McCorkle.
Class of 2013, it is not a moment, but a movement. Once again, what I want to tell you is that it's not a moment, but a movement. Albuquerque Public Schools Board President, Mr. Marty Esquivel, Board Member, Mr. Lorenzo Garcia, Superintendent Winston Brooks, Associate Superintendent Eddie Soto, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, class of 2013, I am honored to stand before the 133rd graduating class of Albuquerque High School, the class of the moment, and the movement of the future. Before we honor the class of 2013, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the graduates' families here today. Your child's academic success is a direct reflection of your value for education within the home. The class of 2013 is here today because of your nurturing and inspiring. Once again, congratulations to the families that are here today. I'd like to take a moment to honor the faculty and staff at Albuquerque High School. I would like to praise you for your hard work in inspiring and mentoring the class of 2013. Let's give an applause for the faculty and staff here at Albuquerque High. The motto I mentioned earlier, it's not a moment, but a movement, comes from an educators conference I attended along with a few other educators here today this past year in Chicago. The phrase caught my attention, which is why I'm using it for the class of 2013. Without the moments by the class of 2013, we would not have a movement of high school to higher education tonight. At Albuquerque High School, we should be proud of the many moments and movements by the class of 2013. Over the last 3 years, Albuquerque High School has boasted 13 National Merit Scholars, 79 ACT Scholars, 73 Bilingual Seal recipients, 5 Daniel Scholars, and 13 Simon Scholars. Last year, 89.9% of our students taking AP exams earned a 3 or higher, surpassing the global percentage of 61.5%. Over the past 4 years, 765 of our students have taken the ACT college entrance exam, and our school average composite score was over 20 each year. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not in there. This year, we had a student participating in a Mandarin intensive program in Beijing, China. Also, we've had athletes who have signed athletic scholarships at various schools, such as Campbell University in North Carolina, Utah State, the University of New Mexico, Sul Ross University, and CSU Bakersfield. Our athletic teams won 8 district championships, competing in the 6-team 5A conference. We had 3 individual 5A state champions in swimming, wrestling, and tennis. The class of 2013 is the best our school, city, and nation have to offer. Because of your movement, the class of 2013 has been offered over $6.5 million in scholarship offers and admissions to some prestigious colleges and universities in the world, including Brown, Bryn Mawr, Carleton, Georgetown, Northwestern, UCLA, UNM, and the University of Michigan, to name a few. And so, class of 2013, you have given us great moments to cherish during your time at Albuquerque High School. And I am quite certain that Albuquerque High has given you some special moments in return. I challenge you to create other moments in your life that will create movement. Remember, it is not just the moment you are creating, but a movement as well. And as I conclude, Board President, Mr. Marty Esquivel, Board Member, Mr. Lorenzo Garcia, I would like to present the class of 2013. They have met all of the graduation requirements as set forth by the Albuquerque Public Schools Board of Education, along with the New Mexico Public Education Department. To you, I present the class of 2013.
Mr. McCorkle, all the great educators, parents, and family, on behalf of the Albuquerque Public Schools Board of Education, we proudly and enthusiastically accept the class of 2013.
Class of 2013, will you please stand? Please progress.
Thanks for the direction. I didn't know if you guys were going to be left-handed or right.
Oh, no, no. Oh. Adanelli Aguilar, Amalio Aguirre, Clarissa Alatriste, Jose Aldarete, Nisa Lael Anaya, Daniel Anderson, Ranjavola Andrea Manana, Gib Anella, DeAndre Armijo, Brianna Atencio, Celia Avila, Amanda Baca, Erica Baca, Mandy Baca,
Adrian Baltazar. Dazin Banks. James Barr. Michael Beatty. Keanu Bida. Olivia Bell. Jessica Belmontes Ortega. Nadine Benincourt. Mr. Berto. Logan Bishop Van Horn. Cesar Bolivar. Aline Booker. Jasmine Booth. Andrew Brandt. Shelby Brandt. Matthew Brown. Carla Burciaga. Brianna Burns. Rito Bustamante. Daniel Boutier. Alexander Bird. Caroline Cabiedes. Edgar Cabral. Cristo Cabrera. David Joseph Candelaria. Tyrone Lorenzo Candelaria. Javier Matthew Carrasco. Luis Carlos Carrillo. Carlos Castro. Luis Castro. Oscar Chavarria. Amy Chavez. Brianna Chavez. Justine Chavez. Lily Church. Emily Cicchetti. Adriana Cisneros. Laura Cisneros. Mia Coleman. Christine Collins. Sarah Collins. Victoria Cordova. Vincent Crespin. James Crosdell. Jacob Kral Montañez. Mia Daniels. Robin Dayton Gentry. Berenice Del Cid. Alberto Dominguez. Argelia Dominguez Cepeda. Cesar Dorado. Mario Dorado. Hannah Dowdy Sue. Adrian Duran.
Jasmine Enriquez. Francis Ertz. Gabriel Espinosa. Savannah Esquivel. Maria Fernanda Ferrer. Zachary Fry. Savannah Fuentes. Jesus Carlindo. Brittany Garcia. Jasmine Garcia. Jeremy Garcia. Mercedes Garcia. Perla Garcia Manjares. Nancy Gonzalez Islas. Lorena Grado. Stephanie Granados. Marianne Gray. Dominique Greathouse Martinez. Jamie Guardiola. Eliezer Gurola. Ilse Andrea Gutierrez. Brianda Hernandez. Fabiola Hernandez. Janae Hernandez. Jessica Hernandez.
Am I going too slow?
Jose Chiquis Hernandez. Elisa Rebecca Hernandez Leuro. Jordan Hins Brown. Lucas Horner. Justin Hossam. Maritza Huerta. Savannah Ibarra. Latrice Ice Walker. Jason Matthew Anthony Jaramillo. Felipe Marichal Jensen. Chase Jewell. Brian Jimenez. Daniela Jimenez. Mariah Jimenez. Ashley Johnson. Nicole Johnson. Benjamin Jones. Alberto Urado. Maya Keytown. I said that wrong. Sierra Knight. Valerie Leanos. Evangeline Lente. Erin Link.
Francisco Lopez. Kaylee Lopez. Luis Lopez. Matthew Lawrence. Alejandra Loya. Rene Loya. Dante Lucero Van. Daniel Melchinsky. Emilia Maldonado. Devonay Marquez. Eva Fabiola Marquez. Desiree Martinez. Georgina Martinez. Alicia McAfee. Mariah Martinez. Margaret McGovney. Sarah Begrew. Ian McNeil. Ruth Medina. Brianna Melendez. Jaslyn Mendoza. Ismael Meraz. Ruby Mills. Jacqueline Miramontes. Leslie Miramontes. Jesus Moncada. Sandy Monje. Marisol Montaño. Isaac Montero. Josue Montes. Isaiah Montoya. Tomás Mora. Faith Montoya Gonzalez. Michael Jean Montoya Jr. Samuel Morales Majalca. Anthony Morales. Jose A. Morales. Jose C. Morales. Oscar Morales. Paris Mott. James Muir. Rosalinda Munoz. Anel Murillo. Jacob Negro. Monique Navarro. Lisandra Olivas. Chelsea Otternes. Thomas Owen. Sydney Padilla. Karen Palacios. Riaya Pearson. Augustus Pedrati. Jose Fernando Perez. Haley Peters. Aaliyah Phillips. Leslie Plata. Brisa Ponce,
Natalia Rael, Raul Ramirez, Elizabeth Reyes, Natalia Rivera, Tatiana Roach, Karina Rodriguez, Elide Roman, Mercedes Romero, Hannah Romig, Carlos Rosales, Maria Ruelas, Deja Ruiz, Chloe Ryan, Dalia Sainz, Reina Sainz, Lucas Salazar, Lorenzo Sanchez, Dion Santiago, Tony Santos, Sage Saracen, James Schneebeck, Jovan Cedillo, Jessica Salgado, Andres Sierra, Hannah Segala, Harrison Simmons, Malik Sims, Ryan Slota, Rebecca Steinberg, Louisa Story, Kier Strader Monahan, Gerardo Torres, Avery Treeseater, Sonia Trio, Clarice Denise Trujillo, Itzel Valencia, Maria Varela Cabral, Omar Vargas, Ruby Villa, Myrna Warner, Destiny Warrior, Menominee West, Teo Willard, Omar Yanez, Sarah Yarrington, Felicia Zamora, Jovina Domingo, Jessica DeBus, Dana Payne, Tim Chavez,
Jovina Domingo, please come up so that you can let your class know what they need to do next.
Class of 2013, congratulations. We've passed the standards necessary to earn an AHS diploma, and to signify this, at this time, would you all please move your tassels to the left?
You are now graduates of Albuquerque High School. Congratulations, class of 2013. Can we please stand so that you can leave as graduates? Thank you for coming tonight. Be safe. And please meet your graduates at the graduating site for visitors. Thank you.
Albuquerque Public Schools, support the potential.